The meal's ready, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. I'll enjoy it. Please eat a lot. We also have your favorite cheesecake today. Thank you so much for everything. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm 30 years old. I've been married to my husband, Tom, for 5 years. We get along well and enjoy spending time together. I also have a good relationship with my mother-in-law, Anna, which is rare for many married couples. Anna lives alone now because my father-in-law, Simon, passed away 3 years ago due to an illness. After Simon's passing, Tom wanted us to move in with Anna, but I didn't agree. While I like Anna, living together would have been stressful for both of us and might have ruined our good relationship. Instead, I suggested we buy a house close to her. Tom agreed, and now we visit Anna every weekend. She always welcomes us warmly and seems happy when we visit. Our married life is smooth, but there's one thing that bothers me: Tom's income. Both of us work full-time, but my salary is nearly double his. I work in IT, where salaries are generally higher, and I was recently promoted, which increased my income further. I feel I'm well paid compared to my coworkers. Tom, however, works for a small company that isn't doing well, so his salary is quite low. He's very careful with money and doesn't spend much, so it's not a big issue right now. But I feel uneasy when I think about having children in the future. Tom works hard every day, so I find it hard to bring this up. Instead, I've been focusing on getting more promotions to help with our family finances. One evening, I got home earlier than usual. When I entered the house, I heard Tom on the phone. Normally, I don't listen in on his calls, but something felt off. Quietly, I eavesdropped on his conversation. I heard him say, "Don't worry, Elizabeth doesn't know. I've checked my savings, and there's a lot of money saved up now. Things are going well with the person you introduced me to. Ma'am, I just have to decide when to ask her for a divorce." I couldn't believe it. Savings, divorce, what was Tom talking about? And who was this person his mom introduced him to? It felt like Anna was on the other end of the call. What were they planning? My mind went blank. I quietly left the house and went to a nearby cafe to calm down. Tom was talking about divorcing me. Did that mean the person Anna introduced him to was another woman? And what did he mean by savings? Tom didn't earn. Was he lying to me all this time? My head was spinning with questions. I sipped some coffee to clear my mind, grabbed a pen and paper, and began organizing my thoughts. Slowly, I formed a theory. Could Tom and Anna be working together to divorce me? Were they hiding money somewhere to start a life with Tom's mistress? It was just a guess, so I decided to hire a detective agency to find out if Tom was really cheating on me. When I returned home, Tom greeted me warmly. "Welcome home," with his usual smile. I looked at him, feeling deeply betrayed. I had always seen Tom as a trustworthy, if slightly unreliable, person, but now I realized how deceiving appearances can be. A few weeks later, the detective agency sent me the results of their investigation. It was true. Tom was cheating. There were several photos of him secretly meeting his mistress and even going into a hotel with her. This was all the proof I needed. Next, I turned my focus to the money he had been hiding from me. It was difficult to uncover the truth. From what I saw on Tom's payslips, his income wasn't enough to save much. Then a thought struck me. What if Tom had been giving me fake payslips all along? Could he have been forging them? But Tom wasn't clever enough to pull that off alone. If anyone could do it, it had to be Anna. I knew I had to find solid evidence, no matter what it took. As usual, Tom and I visited Anna over the weekend, but this time, her behavior was strange. She wasn't acting like her usual self. "Elizabeth, will you cook for us today?" she asked. "You know I always cook for you," I replied. "I wish you tried cooking on your own more." "Oh, okay, but you're the wife, and the wife should do most of the work," Anna said sharply. I was surprised by her sudden change in attitude. Until now, Anna had always done everything herself without asking me to help. Still, I didn't mind cooking for everyone. I used the ingredients in Anna's house and prepared several dishes, But when I put the food on the table, Anna didn't want to eat any of it. Anna, aren't you going to eat? I asked. Suddenly, Anna began throwing the food into the trash. What are you doing? I exclaimed. I can't eat this horrible food, she snapped and then grabbed cup noodles, preparing them for herself. This is so much better, she said. I glanced at Tom, hoping he would say something, but he ignored what was happening. That's when it became clear to me Tom and Anna were working together to harass me, hoping I would ask for a divorce. After that, Anna's bullying continued. She made me do all the housework, cleaning the bathtub, scrubbing the toilet, organizing the storage room, and doing the laundry while she lounged on the couch watching TV. If I tried to rest even for a moment, she would yell at me. But knowing this was all part of their plan didn't bother me. In fact, I found myself almost laughing at Anna's childish behavior. When her attempts to upset me didn't work, Anna's bullying escalated. One day, as I cleaned the living room, she dropped some dishes, shattering them on the floor. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Elizabeth, she said with a smirk. Could you clean this up too? Anna probably thought this would finally push me over the edge, that I'd hate her after this, but instead, I was impressed by how far she was willing to go when sacrificing her own dishes just to bully me. Anna, are you hurt? Let me get a brush to clean this up, I said calmly. Anna instantly looked annoyed. She was clearly upset that her latest attempt to bully me had failed. Her frustration soon turned into messy insults. You're so annoying, always moving so efficiently. Why don't you try being useless for once? Why are you so obedient? I had to stop myself from laughing. At this point, I was actually enjoying watching her ridiculous behavior. But then, Anna finally crossed the line. One evening, after dinner at Anna's house, I was washing the dishes when she walked up to me and snapped, "You're wasting water." Then, out of nowhere, she slapped me across the cheek. Without thinking, I slapped her back, hard. With my soapy hand, Anna fell to the floor. Tom rushed over, yelling, "What are you doing?" I didn't respond. Instead, I ignored him, grabbed my things, and left the house. When I got home, Tom followed after me. "Hey, what were you thinking, hitting my mom like that?" he shouted. "She hit me first," I said. "Well, it's probably because you did something wrong," Tom replied defensively. "How can you say that?" Anna lost her temper for no reason. I snapped back. Tom hesitated before saying, "I can't do this anymore." "What?" I asked, already expecting the answer. "I can't stay married to someone who's violent towards my mom," he said. "Oh, I see. So you're saying you want a divorce?" I asked. "That's right. I want a divorce," Tom replied. "Fine, let's get a divorce," I said, pulling a set of divorce papers from the drawer. "What? You already have the papers ready?" Tom looked shocked. "I knew this was going to happen eventually," I said. "But if we're discussing a divorce, Anna should be here too." "What? Why?" Tom stammered. "Mom has nothing to do with this. The reason for the divorce is because I hit Anna, right? If we're ending our marriage, we should inform her properly," I said. Tom reluctantly agreed and called Anna to come over. When Anna arrived, she glared at me, holding her reddened cheek. I ignored her stare and continued the conversation. "So, you really want a divorce?" "Yeah, I'm fine with it." I filled out my part of the divorce papers and handed them to Tom. When he finished filling out his section, he and Anna shared a grin, looking at each other. "Well, I guess we're done then," Tom said. "Wait a minute, we're not done yet," I said. "We still need to discuss alimony and property division." Tom and Anna looked at me, confused. "What are you talking about? Alimony for what?" I pulled out photos of Tom's affair and placed them on the table. "This," I said, pointing at the pictures. Tom and Anna turned pale. "You were having an affair, weren't you?" I asked. No, this is different," Tom stammered. "There's no way to cover it up after being photographed entering a hotel room with your mistress," I said. "I'm sure I can't get alimony for this." Tom looked horrified. "And I know you've been secretly saving money," I added. Tom and Anna's eyes widened in shock. You really thought you could get away with forging payslips? I asked. What are you talking about? Tom said, looking confused. I know you, Tom, I said. You're not clever enough to do it alone, so Anna must have helped you. Anna looked anxious. No, I would never do something like that, she said. Well, if you want to be honest, that's fine, but if you don't admit it now, I'll sue you for fraud. Anna started sweating, clearly nervous. Don't accuse people of things you don't have proof for, she said, her voice shaky. Oh, I'll definitely get proof, I replied. There are plenty of ways to find it. I'll sue you in court and request proof of income through my lawyer. They'll get me your withholding tax slips, and I'll know everything for sure. Tom's face grew even paler. Then I said something that finally made Tom confess. If you keep hiding the truth, I'll sue for all the damages, and you'll have to pay more than your share of the property. Is that okay with you? Tom finally admitted everything. He confessed that Anna had helped him falsify his payslips and that he had been saving money in his own personal account. When I asked him why he did all this, his response shocked me. Tom had always felt inferior because I earned more money than he did. When he talked about this with Anna, she suggested that he should divorce me. Since I made more money, Anna advised him to let me cover more of his living expenses while he secretly saved money on the side. Once he had enough, they would plan the divorce. It turned out that Anna had been holding a grudge against me for a while, especially since I refused to live with her. She wanted to bring me down with this plan. When I learned the truth, I realized there was no need to be nice to them anymore. I hired a lawyer and demanded alimony from both Tom and his mistress. I also made them reveal Tom's hidden savings and share part of it with me. He also had to pay me half of the house's value in exchange for me leaving. In the end, Tom ran out of money paying me. His mistress found out she had to pay alimony too, and she got angry. She left him, since Anna had advised him. The mother-son relationship between Tom and Anna fell apart. Tom stopped going back to her house altogether. I told all their neighbors about what had happened, and now everyone sees Anna as a bad person. No one talks to her anymore, and she became isolated. I also reported Tom's affair to his workplace, a small company. And now, Tom is embarrassed because everyone at work is giving him the cold shoulder. It feels good to get back at them like this. As for me, I'm now single and decided to buy a luxury condo in a tower. I'm enjoying my life in a spacious, comfortable, and beautiful home. Recently, I also got a boyfriend, so now I'm going to enjoy my love life too. Thanks for watching until then. Please subscribe to our channel and see you in the next video.